Gloves Red, Craig Cameron here with Tyrone Mckenna and Tyrone Mccullagh. How are you getting on, guys?
Not too bad.
Good. How are you, Tyrone?
All good.
Good. So, big news has been released, but before we go into that, MTK takeover. When's the next one? Because the fans
do you know
have
what?
been asking.
That's funny you asked that. We were just talking to Andy, who's going to film it this time. We're going to maybe do it not this Saturday, but next
Saturday.
It's going to be big. We've already got stuff planned out for what's going to happen. This one's going to be a lot worse than the last one.
A lot worse?
Well, I'm not shaving my head. I'll have hair then this one. But there's like, one of us may have to eat dog food and a couple other weird ones.
Weird stuff.
Vote for him.
Vote for him. I can't really say
vote for him because his weight will be bad. I mean, have to waste all them calories on dog food.
It took your hair quite a bit to grow back.
I didn't think it was growing back. I thought I was going to be running about like you.
He's losing.
Honestly, I was waking up every morning and like my hairline was down to earth and I was like, Trina, this isn't growing back. This is me now. I'm baldy.
It was on was it Fighting Talk you were on television? I think like Tyrone's eyebrows grew back in like 3 days. And I was like, oh, he's getting a bit short. Listen, I can't slag anyone.
But that's how I'm right back where I belong.
Good. So there'll be no hair removed.
No,
just making up
never again.
Stuff.
This is my last opportunity to have this kind of hair.
Alright.
When I shave it again, it's gone.
Yeah, don't. That's what happened to me. So big news, golden contract tournament's been announced. So 5 fights, 6-figure purses, worldwide exposure from one of the biggest promotional companies in the world.
Yep.
So what's your thoughts on it, guys, and that opportunity that's been presented to you?
It's a massive risk, like, you know, all top quality fighters in it, all world ranked, and very, very tough competition. But at the same time, it's too good to turn down. You know, as you say, the exposure and the opportunity and the money. It's too good to turn down, and where it is a big risk, if I wouldn't have agreed to it if I didn't think I had a chance of winning it or going all the way. So I believe in myself and I believe I have a good chance of winning it, even though, in my way to think, if you look at any fighters, you can say any of them has a good chance of winning it. Do you know what I mean? But it's on the day, really. We'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Who do you think's in particular with the challenges you have? Who do you think's the biggest challenge?
I honestly don't know. There's still 2 fighters to be announced, and as I just said, I think anyone could win it in my weight. You know, it's all brilliant names with good records, so I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's all 50-50 fights, no matter who you draw.
Okay, and do you think this could be like maybe a platform to fight TJ Donnelly? I know that you had a bit of beef with him, or.
Well, if you get 1 or 2 wins in this, you know, you're going to be very, very highly ranked. Even say if you do lose the final, like, it's still 2 massive wins under your belt. So with this exposure you get from winning a few fights, I think you'll be up there mixing it with the top names in the world afterwards. Yeah, and fighting at York Hall, so one of the world's most kind of famous venues. Have you ever fought there before? I think I made my second fight was in the York Hall, so it was under Steve Goodwin at the time, but I fought there once. But it's a great venue, it's iconic, and looking forward to fighting there again. Yeah, great. Tyrone, what about yourself? So everyone's seen the 2 names of O'Hara Davies and Tyrone Mckenna.
Yeah, that's O'Hara Davies going into retirement in whenever I fight, October, November. Yeah. So I'm excited for that one. That's one thing that really intrigued me about going into this. He can't run anymore. If I get drawn against him, he has to fight me unless he pulls out with injury, which is probably likely, because he's a coward and a quitter. But I believe it's a competition that a very, very good chance of winning. There's like Yigit who's in the world shades, but I think he's past it a bit. There's Minway, whatever he's called, from France. Very good operator, but again, I believe I have the beatings of him ready. Probably one of the easiest in the tournament. O'Hara Davies, I've always said I'll not come out. I'm going to put him in the retirement, and then there's a couple more to get out. So I'm excited about it. Yeah, is this something that kind of whets your appetite? Because I know that previous to your last fight with Dara Foley, you were asking for those kind of big fights, those big title fights. So is this delivering? Yeah, 100%. I was buzzing when I heard the names. I was like, this is something that I really, really want to get into. And obviously the incentive at the end, the big contract, that's something that I really, really made me want to sign this. I mean, as he said, the risk and reward factor. It's high risk, but it's very, very high reward. You get this contract, you're more or less set for life. So, and I believe it's a very winnable tournament.
Yeah, and I know I was looking back at one of your tweets that made me laugh in the past way. O'Hara Davies saying that he said he'd always put you to sleep, and tonight he managed it with his fight with Jack Catterall.
Yeah,
so
I got a lot of attention on that tweet. But yeah, that's see O'Hara Davies. He was this big name because he used his move. I think he got more of a name for himself than Kim Kardashian, but they use the same way of using their move. But look, he's a big punch, but he doesn't have no skill and he's no balls. And if no balls, no skill, and no heart, you won't go far. He's got a big punch, but I got a good chin, and hopefully we'll get to see what way the fight goes.
And if that fight does happen, will the press conference deliver?
100%.
Are you making a commitment?
Do not worry about it. I will deliver in that press. Even if he doesn't want to, even if he freaks out, he's quiet, I'll deliver, don't worry. I always deliver.
Yeah, I was disappointed with Dara Foley when I expected fireworks, but
I was geared up for fireworks in that press conference, but I think he got asked first questions. He was nice. I was like, "Fuck it, this is going to be a nice one." So I respect Dara as well. I like Dara. Dara's a nice man. I had a pint with him after the fight as well. Lovely guy.
Good. So I don't know if you were there, Tyrone. The show in West Belfast recently was headlined by Michael Conlon, and Sean McComb was on it as well. Were you there on that? You were. What did that mean to firstly the community there? For
I was gutted I wasn't on it. The buzz around the place, West Belfast, was going crazy for it.
Yeah.
The crowd that night, I've never been in a venue like it. There was, I don't know, 10,000, 12,000 people there, and all chanting songs and just shouting for everyone. Paddy Barnes, I think it started off with Paddy Barnes at the ring. We're all just doing all songs together and stuff, and the atmosphere was unbelievable. I've never been in an atmosphere like it. The fights were unbelievable. The whole night, yeah, it was even raining at a time, and I didn't care. I was soaked, and I didn't care. I was watching the fights, and it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I believe it's going to be a yearly thing, and hopefully I'll be on the next one.
Great. And for NTK, if they're watching, we want the DJ in Glasgow for the next show. I was jealous watching the show, but I think even if it didn't have the DJ, the atmosphere just looked second to none on the television we're watching.
There's no better fan base or crowd than Belfast. See, for boxing, even in amateurs and the professionals, it's always been the best venue for atmosphere, and they delivered on that night as we expected.
So did you have a few beers that night? Because we did see you in the ring at some point, but
no. Do you know what? See, when I was in the ring and Ronald Greedo grabbed me to run around, I was like, that's everything he said was painting there. But no, it actually didn't. I was told about this golden contract, and I was in a good frame of mind, so no paints for me that night.
It was the Skittles.
I was gutted, you know what? It looked unbelievable. Everyone was drunk, and all my mates were drunk. Everyone was drunk around the area, and I was like, I'd love to be out, but no. Straight home after the Michael Conlon fight. How did
you rate Sean McComb? Of course, he trains here as well. How did you rate firstly his performance?
Yeah, obviously I've been in there with Greedo, so I know exactly what it's like. And Sean McComb's a hard bastard, and he's unbelievable skill, and I believe he's going to go right to the top. And take Greedo in I think his 8th fight. But took some balls to take that fight. Because Danny Vaughan knows Greedo well. He's fought him 3 times now. So the skill you have to keep that man off you, and the punch selection Sean was showing, and the ring IQ and the ring generalship and stuff. I think he looked world class, and it showed the level he's at such quick. He's only been a pro a year. I think Greedo was going to go in there, and he thought Sean's only been there a year, he's going to give him nightmares, and Sean showed his class.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And Michael Conlon was a headliner, of course. How did you rate his performance on the night?
That's perfect. He showed out. The guy was a good operator. I was glad it wasn't the Keaton, but the guy was probably better quality of a fighter than the Keaton. He's 20 fights, 2 losses, and it looked so easy for him in there. He just punched perfect every shot, and then that body shot at the end was a nice icing on the cake.
Yeah, and there was the interview after the fight. There was talk. I know we spoke a wee bit off camera about this, but there was talk of Michael Conlon fighting Carl Frampton. Do you think that fight could ever happen, or do you think for community reasons it can't?
I don't think it will happen. Not because of community reasons, although it would be insane if it did happen. But it's a fight I'd actually love to see, because it's taking the roughing weights, but the build up and stuff would be phenomenal, and the fight would be a phenomenal, I think, as well. But I believe Carr's looking for a world title in his next fight or the fight after, and there's no rush for Mccullagh. I believe he is actually going to have a world title fight, but I think it's going to be mid next year, not in the next couple months, which I think Carl wants to push on for.
Yeah,
and I think that's smart. I think it's smart to keep it away from each other as well. And it's not going to do anything good for the community.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh well, we'll see what happens. So Tyrone, I know for you a dream was always to fight in Derry.
Yeah.
Are we any closer? I know that obviously your next fight's going to be at York Hall, but is there still chat in the background about that potentially happening?
Yeah, there's people in Derry trying to make it happen, but still coming up against these obstacles. There's people saying that Derry's too far away from a brain trauma unit, and then it needs to be under an hour, and there was a motorway that's been opening up bit by bit from Belfast to Derry. It's now under an hour, and they changed it to 40 minutes. So these are rules that are written down, or they're just making them up as they go along. I don't know. I'm trying to stay out of it as much as I can. I don't want to upset anyone, but it is my dream for it to happen sometime before I retire. Yeah. Hopefully this year. MTK wanted to happen. I don't see why not. There's been bills in Scotland that have been held, which has been over an hour from trauma units, but when it comes to Derry, it seems to be a different story.
Yeah.
Hopefully it can get resolved this year, and I'd love to headline my own show where it'd be a dream come true.
Yeah, I think it'd be great to see it happen, and I think that MTK are certainly the right people to deliver that. They've done it at Falls Park for Michael Conlon, and I'm sure that kind of whet your appetite for saying I would love to headline my own night in Derry. Oh,
100%. MTK are the crowd to make it happen, and Tyrone's saying Belfast is the best for fans. We haven't seen Derry yet, but I've no doubt that there will be an unreal night in Derry, and well, if I won this golden contract, Tyrone, they might have a bit more sway.
Aye, that's it.
More people want to see it, so it gives me a bit more incentive, really.
That's the incentive. I'm going to start campaigning the final to be in Derry. So Jay Harris and Paddy Barnes that you're both close to, was announced. What's your thoughts on that fight for Paddy? Do you think that's going to be quite challenging? Jay Harris has done pretty well.
It's a great fight for the fans. Fair play to them for both of them for taking the fight. I seen the odds right there. Jay Harris is favourite, but I'm backing our man Paddy Barnes. Maybe you can't blame the bookies for making Jay Harris favourite with the 2 losses Paddy had there, but I know Paddy, I know the pedigree he has and the calibre he has, and they'll be very, very motivated enough for us, so it's a great fight and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. I think the reason the bookies have him that favourite is because obviously them 2 losses, but if you look at them 2 losses, one's a world champion that beat him, and then the other one was like 3 weights above him. You could see he was near my build, and he was fighting, and he had a broken nose in the first punch, so I think it's very unfair. I think people are riding off Paddy nowadays, and we see it in the gym every day how good he is when he is sparring top level people, and he's giving some of these people headings. So I believe that Jay Harris is in for a tough night, and I think Paddy Barnes is going to look sensational night. I think he's right up for it. It's his first time he's had a proper domestic kind of level fight, like a domestic other fighter, and I think that's going to spur him on to train harder to do everything right, and on the night I believe he's going to show his class.
And can you tell us a bit about Ulster Hall? I've heard lots of people say it's a great venue. It's similar to that of York Hall that's on top of you.
That's unbelievable. Obviously my last fight, there's only holds maybe 1100 I think it is, or 1200, but there isn't a bad seat. Everything's on top of it. I think the best seats are the balcony seats. They're all on top of the ring. The atmosphere is unbelievable. I think it's a special venue. Even when you're walking up to your change rooms, you're seeing pictures of Rinty Monaghan and I think even McGee and stuff's there, and big murals of them people, ex-champions, and it's just a historic place for Belfast, and it always brings a good atmosphere.
Yeah, I think Irish boxing's definitely up, so it's great to have somewhere like the Ulster Hall, and then hopefully we get a card in Derry, and then maybe every summer we can have one at Falls Park as well. So it's only good for you guys to fight in front of your home fans, because obviously you're training over in Scotland. So take sport probably into the next point. So I know, Tyrone, that you moved up not that long ago from Liverpool. So how did it compare with training down there to training here, with probably surrounded by all your friends?
It's like the training itself is not much different. I always said they haven't got a bad word to say about George Vaughan or Barry Matthews. They looked after me very well, but it was just my living situation, because I was living above a wee dingy bar in a room. I had a microwave to cook my meals, and I was stuck in that room for 21 hours of a day, doing nothing by myself for 8, 9 weeks, 10 weeks at a time. It sort of wore me down a bit, so I got through it, but it was brutal in all honesty. And then I was walking to and from training every day, maybe twice a day. So I had the chance to train up here, and I took it, and and training with my best mates, Sean McComb, Paddy Barnes and Sam Maxwell.
These goes
and you get to tuck Tyrone into bed every night before movie night as well.
And make his tea and do his thing.
See for saying that, he's not getting no dinner tonight.
No.
Dinner's off the cards.
How good is Tyrone at cooking? Because I've seen the Instagram videos. I fancy myself a bit as well. I'm probably about 5 times the size of both of you. So, but how good is he?
Honestly, he's very good.
Maybe try to rescue him outside.
He doesn't want to say it.
If I say he's shade, he won't cook. He's maybe better than he is at boxing, so it's a pretty fall back on.
Listen, Josh Taylor said once he wins this World Series, he's going to employ me to be his private chef, so I'm just waiting for that, Josh. Come on.
So Tyrone, I know you're a fan of pranks, probably the both of you. What's been the best one since you've been up here? Has there been any kind of stick out?
Probably can't say it on camera.
We'll just leave him. There's none you can say, really.
No?
Not on camera anyway.
No. Well, listen, I just want to wish you both all the best of the Golden Contract.
Thanks very much.
All the best, and I just want to thank you for taking the time to speak to us, and we'll speak again soon. I'll be over for my dinner, Tyrone.
That's alright, no problem. I'll get an extra large portion then.